Cimoooooooo! Welcome to Tech Tuesday, a weekly series where we discuss some awesome tech cards as well as help make you a better player. This week's card is Mistake, a really powerful trap card that when you flip it up, if your opponent doesn't have an MST, they're going to realize just how big of a mistake they actually made. Mistake is a continuous trap card with a really simple effect. While it's face up on the field, neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. I have to give a big shout out to Vexicus466 for being the inspiration for this video this week, because he actually teched in Mistake in his deck when he went to his regionals, and it ended up performing very well for him. Now, why is Mistake a good tech card? Well, let's look at some of the best ways that we can use Mistake to our advantage. Let's start with Clifford's. Some of the most powerful cards that Clifford players run are susceptible to Mistake. Cards like Clifford's Scout, Summoner's Art, and even Sacrifice. And by having the ability to shut these three cards down, you're going to be putting yourself in an incredibly good position. Now let's move on to Shadalls. Comparatively, Shadalls don't do nearly as much searching as, say, a Clifford player. But that doesn't mean that Mistake isn't nearly effective. You can stop powerful cards like Shadall Hedgehog when they attempt to add a monster or a fusion spell to their hand. Or you can shut down the Chaos Dragons, Wyvern Buster, and Collapse Serpent. And by doing so, you're having the ability to shut down some OTK potential, while also preventing them from adding any cards to their hand. Moving into Burning Abyss, Mistake is incredibly good at shutting down Skarm, because even though it's probably one of the only things that can shut down, shutting down that Skarm is huge, because you're preventing your opponent from getting that potential +1. Satellar Knights are also another deck that do quite a fair bit of searching. With cards like Reinforcement of the Army, Satellar Knight Deneb, and Pot of Duality, shutting down these 9 cards out of their 40 card deck is a pretty big pain in the ass for your opponent. Moving into Mermails, as we've discussed before, nearly half of the Mermail deck is composed of searchers, with cards like Abyss Spike, ABYSSTEUS, and I could just keep going on. So having a Mistake can come in real handy, because potentially shutting down half of their deck is huge. And looking into the future, Neckcloths are going to be huge, and so having a Mistake on hand for that matchup is going to totally cripple them, because it stops cards like Exomirror, Kaleidomirror, Cycle, Shrit, Brionic, and Clausulus, and having the ability to shut down that many cards is utterly ridiculous. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Mistake. Although it is a continuous trap card and it's susceptible to MST, if your opponent doesn't have the answer, they're going to be in for a hard time. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We'll see you next week.